any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen, bud, he's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. Hey there goes the Spider-Man. In the chill of night, at the scene of a crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Wealth and fame, he's ignored. Action is his reward to him. Life is a great big bang up. Wherever there's a hang up, you'll find a Spider-Man.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Comic Book Blog. I'm your host, Jim Houston. So today, I'm going to upgrade this edition of The Amazing Spider-Man. It's the first appearance of Kraven the Hunter. And it's graded 3.5. This was in my original collection. And now I'm going to do an upgrade. As I open the box, I'll explain to you how I bought this comic. On Instagram, there's a service called Elite. And Elite is a broker, more or less. They help sell comics for collectors that are trying to downsize. And I actually tried to sell some comics through them, but I don't know, something happened. I couldn't get verified, even though I have, been selling on eBay for a while. Hey, there's my eBay handle. And when you bid on these comics on Elite, it's pretty funny, they go asking price, DM, risk it to lose it, or just pay the asking price. So I asked them to consider a lower price than they asked for. And in the end, it's pretty funny. As I'm looking at comics to buy, I also make them a favorite on eBay. And I'll keep getting postings about, how much it's going for and when the bid is going to end. So I like to watch to see how much the cost of the comic is based on what I'm paying. And this is pretty funny. I offered a little less. He asked for a little more than I offered. I agreed and paid it. And the book I was watching on eBay, it wound up selling for exactly what I paid for this book. So I didn't get a big deal, but I didn't get a big loss either. So this is packed really good. It's double boxed. Now, the other thing I need to tell you about purchasing from Elite, when you purchase the comic, you don't pay Elite. You pay the person who's selling the comic. But they want you to use PayPal, friends, and family, which I understand, a lot less fees than doing goods and services. You have to feel confident that the person you're sending the money to, who you never met or spoke to, actually has the book that you want to purchase, and that, they'll send it to you like this was, double boxed, so nothing happens to the slab. And so once you pay friends and family, you need an email to pay the guy. So in the future, if you want to correspond with the seller to see if he has any more comics for sale, you can use his email address that you got from PayPal. And the other thing you could do, every time you get a box delivered through the U.S. mail, there's a return address on it. So you could use the return address, and you could old school send him a letter and say, hey, I'm a big collector. I like the comic I bought from you. Do you have any others you want to sell? And, maybe you could strike up a deal where you buy more books from the same seller, and, you're kind of cutting Elite out. They won't get their commission. But you already paid the guy friends and family, so I guess you trust them to try to buy a couple more books from him. I have not done that yet. So this is the upgrade, and oh, very nice. It's got the Spider-Man over New York City label just the same way mine does. So that makes me even more happy because the one on eBay didn't have that. So this is a 6.0 upgrade, and it's got cream to off-white pages. It's pretty nice. It's got some color breaking creases on the left here. We'll compare them, 2 issues in the close-ups. Here's CGC graded copies of Spider-Man 15. First appearance of Kraven the Hunter. He's going to have his own movie out soon. And this is from my original collection, which I had graded. It's 3.5. And here's the upgrade I purchased through Elite from a private seller. And there's Kraven. If they play him serious, it should be a pretty good movie. Kraven's Last Hunt ran through like 6 issues of all the Spider-Man titles, and it was very well done. And with the custom labels, when you look at the back of the book, you don't really know what book you're looking at. But here's the 3.5 from my original collection. And here's the upgrade. Nice upgrade. Here we have the upgrade. Nice upgrade, 6.0 upgrade compared to the 3.5 that was in my collection. I wrote to another collector on Instagram, see if he wanted to purchase my 3.5, and he was like, I really can't afford it right now, but he said, Jim, you should probably wait to sell it because the new villain in the Spider-Man video game that's coming out is going to be Kraven the Hunter. And plus the new movie's coming out. There's already been a trailer. Maybe as it gets closer to coming out, they call it fear of missing out, FOMO. People might want this issue of The Amazing Spider-Man, first appearance of Kraven of the Hunter. So I might wait to sell it till then. Thank you for watching. Hey, if you feel like it, subscribe. And I'd like to thank you for viewing and thank all my buyers for buying comics on my eBay site. And this has been another edition of The Comic Book Blog. I'm your host, Jim Houston. See you again soon. Bye.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen, bud, he's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. Hey there goes the Spider-Man. In the chill of night, at the scene of a crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Wealth and fame, he's ignored. Action is his reward to him. Life is a great big hang-up. Wherever there's a hang-up, you'll find the Spider-Man.